The game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a constantly evolving creature, and today we're going to be talking about top 5 cards that you might want to consider picking up, and we're going to do this in a little bit different of a format today, where you'll be able to see the prices of everything and what's to come. Now, I will probably revisit this segment as things will be changing over the course of time. So we'll see where this goes, but number 1 here is going to be Dragoon of the Red. Now, one of the best splashable cards in modern history, actually. You'll be combining this card with Verte Anaconda, Red Ice Fusion, for a powerhouse effect to dominate the opponent. The can't be destroyed by card effects. Neither player can target this card. Yeah, absurd, by the way. During the main phase, destroy a monster your opponent controls, and if you do inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack, you can use this effect up to the number of times per turn for the monsters or that were normal that were used for the fusion sum of this card. Let me do this twice, by the way. And to top things off, I get quick effect, discard a card, negate the activation of a card, and make my attack 4,000, by the way. Think about the pure insanity that this card is. Currently at a price tag of $48, give this some time. This card will progressively go down. Other things to consider along with this, we don't touch this Red Ice Fusion. You got $2 on Red Ice Fusions that you'll be looking to splash with this card. And then, of course, you got the Verte Anaconda Meister that allows this card to be splashable. Unfortunately, hiding behind a basically $30 price tag at this point. But for a couple dollars and then some fusion targets and the Verte Anaconda, you can play this in your combo deck as an extender for the future of the game. Wild, right? Now, one of the craziest things that we have in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Dogmatica. Now, this engine is literally on the level of Eldritch, and I've been saying this so much, alright? The fact that, hey, can't be destroyed by battle, okay. You can special summon this card from your hand if there's a monster on the field from the extra deck, check. If this card is special summoned, you can recruit for a Dogmatica card, alright? Now, in terms of a splashable engine, alright, so depending on how many copies of this is going to be the most expensive thing, $60 on a playset. But what really gives this card life? It's this. Fleur-de-Lis, the Knighted. During the main phase, if a monster special summoned from the extra deck is on the field, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then, if you have another Dogmatica monster, you can negate the effects of one face-up card, and that is all on resolution of the card, so you don't actually target what you're negating until you're going through the resolution of things here. And if a Dogmatica card, or cards, however, would declare an attack, you give a global 500 permanent boost to those cards, so she becomes a 3k on swing. This card is nuts. Now, the other thing that gives this engine splashability is their search card. Lets you send anything from the extra deck to the graveyard to recur for a Dogmatica card, or Albaz, but nobody cares about that. And then you can drop an Ints, you can drop Heralds. Well, you're not going to be dropping Heralds, but you get my point here. You drop Titanclad, you drop Apple Cologne for Shut All Place. This engine ties together an entire format, and it's actually insane. Like, in terms of engines, this engine is one of the craziest things in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And I can guarantee you that you will not be seeing a reprint on any of these cards anytime soon. So don't get your panties in a bunch. You're like, I can't afford this right now, Robbie. It's so much money. I get it. It's pretty crazy, actually, just how much of this stuff is going for. So yes, this is something that I would consider having. Now, in terms of how staples go, this is the modern definition of absurdity. All right? Send any number of other cards from your hand and or field to the graveyard. Choose that many monsters your opponent controls until the end of this turn. Their attack is halved. Also, their effects are negated. In response to this card's activation, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects with the same original type as monster, spell, or trap card as the card sent to the graveyard to activate this card. You can only activate one forbidden droplet, one per turn. Now, think about this. In the Invoke deck, you will use this to basically feed off of your Secure Guard now. That may or may not have got stranded up. They're going, hi, you can use me as a fusion material, or, you want to use the Ecclesia that you set up there because you haven't used it or you used the floor already to negate this turn. Thing is here, you have a quick play body that your opponent cannot negate, and it also globally halves the attack of a monster. This card, in terms of modern day standings, is a powerhouse. And really, compared to most Yu-Gi-Oh cards in this format, I almost would think that if there's anything in terms of game development, gameplay, cards to pick up, this is truly the one that you want to have. Just because the pure power that, hey, you didn't open up the Dark Road no more, that's fine. You have it on a chainable spell card now to blow out the opponent. It's pretty good, right? Right? One of the best cards. Now, the next card you would think would be 3 Tactic Talents, but I actually want to give a mention here to Evenly Matched and to Lightning Storm for second card pickups. Now, not everybody and their mother is going to be able to pick up Forbidden Droplets. You might be looking Evenly Matched, or you might have already picked up your Lightning Storm place and you're like, I can't afford this. So here's the thing I got about Lightning Storm. At this point in time, you're basically paying for an overglorified Raigeki that's also a Heavy Storm. Now, this card is really good in terms of modern staples. The ability to go, I wiped your field, what are you going to do? This and Evenly Matched in terms of side deck cards to counteract the meta, or what I'm looking at here. No matter what deck you're really building, these cards will kind of just be there for you as the essential staples of your side deck. Now, some decks won't want to play them, some will, but when you're looking at these cards, these are definitely the more filler cards that you're going to choose and be like, alright, I understand why we're playing these. Oh, I need to fill 3 slots in my deck. Let's put in Lightning Storm. Hey, I'm playing going second Cyber Dragons. Let's put in 3 Evenly Matched. Oh, no, also playing something going second. We'll put in Lightning Storms too. That way we have the evenly. We need to bait a negate or something. Lightning Storm and then slam the evenly on the table as the follow-up play. I think in terms of combination of those card choices, that's what those cards are meant to do, and those cards will do that very well. That's why I'm putting them here, is because honestly, I like what these cards do. I like how they round out general gameplay, and the overall just unbearable punishment that you punish peoples with is really good. I like this. All right, and last but not least here, I want to talk about the Numeron engine. Now, the Numeron engine has already been slightly phasing itself out. Now, while you're probably like, really? Like, yes. So the Numeron engine right now, if I had an okay budget on the game, I would probably look at, alright, what's my card pool? What can I afford? What can I do? And I would probably go pick up a Numeron engine. This is Orcus 2.0, in my opinion. You make a Zexal, you jam out your opponent, you play something like Guru here, you're not going to let your opponent have a good time. Alright, the entire functioning of this engine is to jam your opponent out. Look at these price tags, by the way. $6 for 3 of these. 48 cents. Okay, so dollars. Alright, and you need some cheap stuff in the Numeron engine. Okay, most of these are 28 cents. You're picking up a Numeron engine for upwards to most of, $25 at this point, plus a Zexal, to jam your opponent out of playing the game. 100% splashability in terms of modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! Seems good to me. And I'm honestly putting it up here because in terms of out of everything here that you can like splash and everything, I honestly think Forbidden Droplet and like the Numeron engine, they're that. And like for budget players, do not underestimate the Numeron engine, alright? Like, it is crazy what it does. Well, I don't, like being mean to my opponent. I don't think it's fair denying them the chance. Who cares? You're winning, son. And that's all that truly matters. Alright, these are the top 5 things I think you should have for September 2020. Guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And, well, guys, I'm out. Peace.
Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCall40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCall40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcallgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.